Good morning, afternoon, and evening, everyone. Today is Tuesday, February 20th, 2024, and this is my post session market analysis. So, very quickly, I would say that this week I'm not taking any trade. However, I'm still reviewing, I'm looking at the market, I'm scanning the price action, I'm trying to understand what DAX is doing, just getting ready for next week and see how prices react on different key levels. So so we could see that I think this pretty much was the end of the week last week. So it was Friday. We made new all-time highs. So um, different indexes around the world are essentially setting up new records and new all-time highs. So prices are reacting. We're seeing prices moving upwards. We've seen Bitcoin, we've seen tech stocks pumping. But now the question is, are we going to see a move to the other side? So that is, that's what we're going to try to understand in the next following weeks. Just because, yeah, right now we have this massive reaction. So if you see every time we make new all-time highs, we have an important sell. It happens, obviously, have historically happening, but in the past 2 months, every time we went all the way and make record heights, we went all the way down again. So that happens again at the end of the month. We went down, we bounced at the 16,800 level, we went all the way up, made new all-time highs, we bounced at the 16,800 levels, and we went all again, making new all-time highs. And guess what? We had a massive, what an important sell or move to the downside. So to me, this is just creating this bullish channel. These levels, yes, we had a breakout. We could, with a higher time frame, you could say that it was a fake breakout because we went all the way up, and now prices are reacting to the same channel level, which also matches the 150 moving averages. So if you see, every time we touch the cloud, we have a reaction. So in this case, we're approaching again to these levels. I'm just going to jump into the 1 hour time frame because we can see here in more detail what's going on, what happens. But it's pretty much every time we approach that channel level, we have a reaction. So right now the question is, are we gonna hold above the new support, the 1630 support? We can see it was an important resistance, and now it's become an important support. So now the question is, are we going to see a bounce? If we see a bounce, it's very likely that we will match these heights again. We could have, of course, the scenario of have a bounce, trade sideways, and then move all the way to the downside. So I like this. Let's just say I like to use these channels as just as um, an additional confluence, not as a trading indicator. But that was essentially my thesis for a trading idea yesterday. So as I said before, although I'm not trading, I evaluate potential entries based on my strategy. So we had this, obviously, on Monday was a bank holiday in the US. So we didn't have a lot of liquidity in the market. So we couldn't see interesting moves, I should say. However, today we've seen we've seen that prices on, or at least the Tokyo session or the Asian session, started trading below the previous day low. Started essentially again trading sideways, but always using the 1628 level, or the 4 hour time frame zone as a new support. So after seeing different rejections or reactions to these levels, and also after trading above previous day high, as well as considering the prices trading above the moving averages across pretty much all of the different time frames, 4 hours, 1 hour, and 10 minutes. That was my criteria to set up this idea. So I didn't enter this bullish hammer because pretty much it closed below the previous day high. I just waited for another bullish momentum to do that. So I entered this engulfing candle and set up my stop loss and the latest pivot period. So 2 to 1 pretty much. So prices that started trading sideways. We have 2 different zones in our way, but more importantly, it was below the previous day high. And I decided to close my trade at about 8 o'clock, because essentially the time holding. So my rules are, so my trading window ends at 6:30 p.m. Dubai time. If I still in the trade, or if I'm not in a profit, I keep it running pretty much until 9 p.m. However, because we made this high again, which also was the previous high hours before, I decided to close a trade at that point, and that gave me 1.26R. So that was my entry, and this was my exit. So yeah, so that is it for today. Thank you so much. Hope you like it. Take care.